Da. Yes, as you may have guessed, it is Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PC day. I've pre-ordered, I've just been to the shops, I've just got the actual box itself. Got a friendly warning from the man at the shop that it's a 7-disc set. Now, I've had actually heard that before, but it's always nice to be given that kind of warning. Not much to really say about the box itself, other than the discs pop out of the bottom like so. There's nothing at all on the inside. And then you've got the instruction manual, I think, in here, and then the actual discs themselves. So you've got Franklin here on the right, Michael here on the left, Trevor on the back, looking as filthy and disgusting and rancid as ever. Oh, and amazingly, as I look through the viewfinder on my camcorder, the face is actually being recognised there when I do that. Is it going to do the same thing here? It's picking up Franklin. It's tracking him. It's not doing the same with Michael for some reason. And here we are. 7 discs. Which one's number 1? Let's just take that around like that. No idea who that is. She's got a couple of tattoos. As you can see, we've got Michael's wife there. I forget her name. Okay, that's got installed disc 2 there. That's installed disc 1. Who's this little bugger here? Oh, that'll be the crazy triad Chinese person who Trevor ends up screwing over. That, I'm guessing, is Michael's daughter. I'm not installed disc 4. That's Lamar. No mistake in that mug. Might not have been the smartest person ever, but he was one of my favourite sporting characters in the game. Let's see, who have we got here? Oh yes, him. Lamar and Franklin's original boss, Simeon. And he's on disc number 6. And last but certainly least, that guy in the clown face makeup who just ends up staying in the strip club all the time. And I can't remember his name for the life of me. Well, I've got absolutely no idea how long it's going to take to install. But I'm going to go and put it into the machine now. And get that set off. And I'll obviously jump cut and come back hours later to tell you what I think of it so far. Am I forgetting something? I've just put the discs into install and then I remembered I've got that to look at as well. So let's just take a look. We've got the Grand Theft Auto 5 logo. We've got the seal on the back here. Let's just open that up. Let's put that to one side. And we've got a whole load of, well, we've got the Rockstar logo there. That's probably going to be reusable. We've got a whole load of little bits and pieces here. We've got the map, which, let's just take a quick look at that. Is this going to be as detailed as the version that came with the Xbox 360, which was my previous copy? Yes, it's quite a detailed map, and I have no way of showing this properly to you unless I completely move the camera around. But suffice to say, it looks more or less identical to what I recall coming with the Xbox 360 version. So let's just see, I'll put that to one side like that for now. What do we have here? We've got get 1 million in games, so that'll be backup code detailed stuff. Let's just take a look at this off camera. Okay, so all this basically tells you is that you can get 1 million in game by using activation code. Half of which goes into the online game and half of which goes into the offline game. So there must be something in here to do with that. Yes, it's on the back of this. But other than that, you've just got incredibly basic instructions. And then somewhere to put your notes. And of course, I'm just going to do that. Just the obligatory, pointless covering up of the code. Because I am going to use it, but I'm probably going to have installed the game properly first before I even get a chance to edit this. But hey ho, there you go. It's paranoia, I suppose. And of course, everybody else is doing it, so why don't I? Haha. Okay, so here we are. I'm showing a little bit of gameplay. Well, when I say a little bit, it all depends on just how much I can actually be bothered to record. I might actually do a bit more than this, who knows. Anyhow, here we are. I've decided to go in first person. I'm just driving along. in all brutal honesty, I don't really like driving in first person because it does give you a sort of obstructed view of things. Um, it's perfectly doable. It's just that because you don't have as much of a wide view as you do in real life, it's, as you can see here, a bit difficult to do. I don't normally do that when I'm driving for real, I promise. I do not honk my horn that much. Nor do I drive the pavement or the sidewalk or drive over people or collide into cars deliberately or do drive-bys or any of the other nasty things people seem to think that this particular video game would encourage people to do. And obviously I don't go around causing front collisions and then drive off. But I did have a little bit of trouble actually getting this footage recorded. I've been using gun, put it away. Whew. Yes, you don't want to be seen carrying an assault rifle in the streets. But yes, first person does look pretty damn good. But I was having a little trouble getting my recording software to work. I've been using Shadowplay for the most part, and for some reason it just wouldn't work. I had to go hunting around for help guides on how to get the thing to work again, and obviously I did, and this is through Shadowplay. It works pretty well for most of the games, but not all of the games I have. Oh, that beautiful Gallic accent, the friendliness, the yeah, well, here's some Canadian hospitality. And a Canadian beatdown. I wonder where the Canadians get that from. I thought Canadians were supposed to be peaceful people, but turns out they can have a few psychopaths. This guy, Wolverine. Anybody else? Any of the Canadian psychopaths? That wrestler who was on Roid Rage. Can't remember his name, don't want to remember his name, because I don't want to talk about somebody like that. Well, here we go, driving again, driving. Yep. It's awkward. I've got to admit, it is awkward to drive in third person as far as I'm concerned. You can alter the settings a little bit, and there are still a few neat tricks and everything. It's probably just going to be a case of getting used to the angle that they've decided to go with here. You can actually crouch down in the seats now. I don't remember being able to do that in the Xbox 360 version, but that is a neat trick now because it means A, you can hide from the cops a little easier, and it also means you can protect yourself from bullets just a little bit more. Now, watch this. This is a bit of an interesting thing. I'm not actually doing a live vocal recording, I'm just doing my voice later. So, as you can see, by ducking, the police completely missed me, and they went away. That might just have been bad timing, of course, but there you go. No, she can't hear me. She's washing out a nappy from Samantha Muldoon's dustbin. For our friends across the pond there, if you are wondering what we mean by nappies, that's basically what we call diapers. One thing I love about Trevor's phone is just, as with all of his stuff, it's ruined, it's wrecked. That screen is cracked and useless, but you can still use your smartphone if the screen is cracked. Not too badly. Numerous people I know who are a bit on the clumsy side, shall we say, have managed to confirm that that is possible. And here's something I just love about this game, the cutscenes are absolutely outstanding. What did you just fucking say to me? Stop it! You two, you're ruining my fucking yoga! It's not just voice acting in this case, but the way they've managed to animate the faces. I'm not sure if they've used the same sort of system or something similar to what they used in L.A. Noire. I know that was technically a different company, which has now gone, you know, and disappeared, but the nuances on the face, the subtleties, the animation that is there does look very, very good. I do have to say it captures a lot of very lifelike, it gives a very lifelike reflection of what the characters are supposed to be like. Trevor looks pissed off beyond words, Michael looks terrified, although barely hiding it. And one neat trick, the whole of the scene basically shows Michael does actually care about his son because he puts himself in between him and the potential trouble of Trevor. If Michael was half the scumbag people think he is, he would have left his son in between him and Trevor. But he doesn't, because he does actually give a damn about his son. I'm not quite sure what happened on this playthrough. For some reason, the pause menu kept coming up every now and then. Not sure why, but that was just beyond my control there. I've left it in because there's no point taking it out, to be brutally honest. Entirely random, but there you go. Not much you can really do there. I absolutely love this bit here. Namaste, I am terrified. I don't want you to see that, but for some reason everybody is looking down at my crotch now. I don't know why. I'll just cover myself in shame.
Where's your sister, Jim?
She's trying out for TV.
She's what?
Yeah, she's auditioning for Fame or Shame.
Fame or shame?
The fuck are you talking about?
You know, it's that talent/skills.
I think it goes to show just how good a grasp they have on
Dancing.
all kinds of different elements.
She might disagree with you on that.
I think what I'll do at this point,
Now,
there's really not much else I can say here. The graphics that you're going to be looking at here aren't quite as good as what you'll see on other people's machines. I'll put my I'll put my details down below in the link, but overall, I quite like what I'm seeing. It's a lot better than what I got on the Xbox 360, that's for certain. I've messed around with the multiplayer, and that's basically turning into a war zone every time I step in there. Lots of people just trying to randomly kill each other, as you would expect. The director mode I'm messing around with at the moment, so I can't really give you my opinions on that just at this point. But I am liking what I see there. There's lots of tutorial videos as well that they provide, so they are, you know, that's something that they are obviously investing in. I suspect that Rockstar probably have plans for that. They probably have plans for the rest of this engine as well, to be brutally frank. Can you imagine what they'll be able to do if they actually come up with a follow-up to, say, Red Dead Redemption? Or if they actually make Bully 2? I mean, there's been lots of speculation that those two games are going to be made as well. And I do think that with this engine that they've got for Grand Theft Auto 5, in its current state, it would be absolutely perfect for either of those games, because in some regards, neither of those games have anywhere near the complexity of Grand Theft Auto 5 does. Red Dead Redemption was quite complex in its own right, and it would probably be easier to do either a Bully's follow-up or a Red Dead follow-up using this engine, because they've got everything they need already, as far as I can see. Well, I'm going to end it there. Hope you've enjoyed what you've heard, hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and the chances are you've probably been watching this already, playing this already yourself, and you're probably enjoying it just as much as I am. Well, I'll say my goodbyes. Please remember to like below if you liked it, leave me a comment, let me know what you've thought, subscribe if you want to see more, because I might be doing more along these lines in future. I might, I'm not entirely sure right now, but I have actually enjoyed this process. It's actually quite therapeutic in some regards. I'll have to give that a thought. Anyway, I'll say toodle pip, bye.
It went left. Be careful.